Hello dear student, myself Kanchan Vishramji Kumbalkar, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry of Sri Shivaji College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Akola. I am here to teach you about the paper 7 of MSc first year second sem, Physical Chemistry 2, 4th unit, that is electrochemistry. This is our first lecture on electrochemistry. So let's start with the syllabus. This is the overall syllabus of Unit 4, Electrochemistry, which containing two parts, electrochemistry of solutions, and the another part are having some equations like Butler-Goldman equation, Tefel plot, etc. with a corrosion. So let's start with the point corrosion. Now, what is meant by corrosion? Corrosion is a natural phenomena which attacks metal by chemical or electrochemical action, convert it into a metallic compound such as an oxides, hydroxides or sulfate. So basically, what is meant by corrosion? Corrosion, it is a deterioration or the destruction of metal which is in a solid phase and convert it in a presence of moisture or oxidizing condition into its oxides. Means basically, for example, we take a iron. Iron is a solid phase material, but when it is in a contact with that of the oxidation condition like air, moisture, etc., which is a favorable for the corrosion purpose, then that metal get converted into a corroded part, that is metal, that iron get converted into its iron oxide. And this oxidation procedure is nothing but a corrosion. When we are considering the rusting it is a specifically word for that of the iron corrosion. But when we give a general statement that is known as the corrosion, it is for all the metals. Means what is the basic meaning of corrosion? Corrosion, it is nothing but a destruction or deterioration of a metal in a presence of corrosive condition like moisture, any chemical contact, etc., and it get converted into its deteriorated form, destructive form, that is it's converted into oxides, hydroxides or sulfate. And this procedure is known as the corrosion. Corrosion means it is a deterioration or the destruction of a metal layer because of the presence of corrosive condition. That is known as the corrosion. Now, destruction or the deterioration and its consequences, loss of solid metallic material started at its surface due to chemical or electrochemical attack by their environment. And the corrosion is major problem worldwide in all industrial sector. It impact on safety, health and environmental issue. What is the need to study a corrosion? Basically, metals are very precious and very much important nowadays, and it is present everywhere. If you are using a metal everywhere and if it is get deteriorated and get destructed slowly because of the presence of environment, then it is a hazardous for the human being and atmosphere. Hence, corrosion is the most important topic. To prevent it, it is the most important thing. So the corrosion has been introduced for means of prevention of corrosion. Now, the causes of corrosion. What is the reason behind the corrosion? A pure or the noble metals such as gold, silver or platinum or aluminium or copper do not corrode easily since they are chemically uncombined in their natural state. When they are exist in a natural state, they are resist to get oxidized easily, hence they get protected from that of the corrosion. But the most important thing, gold, silver and platinum, they does not give or give a very slow rate of corrosion. But when we are considering the another chemicals, another metals, they are corroded easily because of the presence of chemicals or environmental condition for the favor of corrosion. Now there are some following conditions which If there is a presence of such condition, then it gives a corrosion. So if we protect such condition, then the corrosion can be prevented. So let's check out what are the conditions which gives the corrosion reason. The first condition is that presence of metal that will corrode. In electrochemical corrosion, which we are dealing in the next slide, what is electrochemical corrosion? Electrochemical corrosion where there is a formation of anode and cathode. And always remember, on anode the oxidation process takes place or the corrosion takes place. Means the first reason of the corrosion is that the presence of metal that will give corrosion, that is anode. Always remember, on anode oxidation process takes place, hence corrosion always takes place on anode, irrespective of what is the metal, what kind of metal is that. So the first one, presence of metal that will corrode. Second one, if there is an anode, means obviously there is a cathode. So the presence of cathode is the another reason of the corrosion. Third point is that the presence of conductive liquid, that is electrolyte. We know that the corrosion means what? It is the oxidation of metal into its oxide, sulfates or hydroxide. For that purpose, the electron has been lost by that metal and that electron has been gained by the another metal which is act as a cathode there. Hence, to flow of electron there must be a requirement of some force. So that is nothing but a conductive liquid, that is known as the electrolyte. So there are the third reason, that is the presence of conductive liquid, that is electrolyte. If it is exists, then there is a corrosion has been happened. And the last one, electrical contact between the anode and cathode. If anode and cathode are not connected with each other or apart from each other, there is a possibility of corrosion has been neglected. So hence, there are the four basic components which has been required or which is the most important reasons behind the corrosion. First one is the presence of metal that will corrode, that is anode. Second one is the presence of cathode which force the anode to get corroded. Next, third one, presence of conductive liquid, that is the electrolyte through which the flow of electron takes place from that of the anode to the cathode. And the last one, the electrical contact between the anode and cathode. And anode and cathode must be get connected with each other with the flow of electron. But if you eliminate any one of these conditions, if you are deleting a anode or if you are deleting a cathode, then there may be reduction or stop of corrosion takes place. So basically we are focusing on how to prevent the corrosion. So we must know what are the causes of corrosion, and then neglecting it or by removing it we get the reduction or the complete stop of corrosion. Now the classification of corrosion. Corrosion are classified on the basis of various points. There are some points. First point, on the basis of working temperature. There are two types of temperature, either low temperature corrosion or second one is the high temperature corrosion. For example, in industries when there is a high melted metal has been flowing through that of the metal tubes, then at that stage if corrosion occurred, then that kind of corrosion is known as the high temperature corrosion. And simply when you take a iron rod and put it on the moisture, then after some days that iron rod get corroded, and that is, it is a normal temperature corrosion, means you are not enhancing the temperature anywhere there. Hence on the basis of temperature, on the basis of working temperature, there are basically two types of corrosion. First one is the low temperature corrosion and second one is the high temperature corrosion. And these two temperature corrosion are very much important in mechanical engineering field. Next one, on the basis of working environment. First one is the dry or chemical corrosion and second one is the wet or electrochemical corrosion. Remember, the classification of corrosion is very vast. and there are so many points on the behalf of which the corrosion can be classified. But out of that, there are only the most important two corrosion types are, first one is the dry or chemical corrosion, and second one is known as the wet or electrochemical corrosion. Now, what is meant by dry or chemical corrosion? When the chemical attack a metal and then there is a corrosion occurred, then it is known as the dry or chemical corrosion. In dry or chemical corrosion, there is no separate formation of anode and cathode. But when we are considering wet or electrochemical corrosion, in this case, the anode and cathode has been generated, and then there is because of the flow of electron, means oxidation and reduction occurred, and due to which the anode get corroded with the help of or because of the presence of cathode and electrolyte and the electric flow, then that type of corrosion is considered as the wet corrosion or electrochemical corrosion. So basically, on the basis of working environment, there are two kinds of corrosion. First one is the dry or chemical corrosion, and second one is the wet or electrochemical corrosion. Dry corrosion means when because of the air, because of the oxidation condition, or because of that of the chemicals attack, if the corrosion takes place on metal, then that is known as the dry or chemical corrosion. Second one, wet or electrochemical corrosion, means when the condition of corrosion is applied there, but there is a formation of anode and cathode, and due to the flow of electron, means oxidation and reduction, there is a formation of wet or electrochemical corrosion. So now let's check out dry or chemical corrosion. It occurs when oxygen in air react with metal without presence of liquid. In this case, for example, this example has been given. This is the silver ornament. There is a silver instrument. That silver material, both are the silver metal. It is both made with that of the silver metal. But it is protected, it is new, it is not get oxidized. But when with the help of atmosphere, with the help of contact of air and moisture, there is a formation of oxidized layer, and this procedure is known as the corrosion. So what is meant by dry or chemical corrosion? It occurs when oxygen in air react with metal without the presence of liquid. Means when the oxygen from air or air condition is react with that of the metal, then that type of corrosion is known as the dry or chemical corrosion. It is very sensitive to the temperature. If there is a change in temperature, for example, when we are considering in a moisture condition, in a rainy season, the moisture containing in air is very high. Hence, in that condition, the corrosion rate has been enhanced. But if we are considering a summer season, the temperature is very high, due to which the atmospheric condition is different. The moisture in air is very less as compared to the winter season or rainy season. Hence, at that level, because of the change in temperature, the oxidation process or the corrosion process has been differentiated. Means, it is very sensitive to that of the temperature. Next one, rate of dry corrosion varies from metal to metal as a result of mechanism involved. If we are considering, for example, we have a pots of brass, copper to our houses, but it does not get deteriorated at that level as fast as that of the iron. But when iron is existed in an atmospheric condition for the corrosion purpose, then it give a very high rate of corrosion. Means with respect to the metal, the corrosion rate get varied. Means if you change the metal, rate of corrosion change. means the rate of corrosion is dependent on type of metal which you have been using. And the last one, oxide layer on steel and iron is all known as the rust. Obviously, iron, the corrosion is a general statement for all the metal. But if we are saying for that of the iron, then it is known as the rusting. So rusting of iron is nothing but a corrosion of iron. Now next one is the weight or electrochemical corrosion. In previous step, we are using a dry corrosion. In dry corrosion, the chemical or the oxidizing condition is helpful for the corrosion purpose. But when we are considering weight or electrochemical corrosion, in weight or electrochemical corrosion, there is a anode and cathode has been separate out, and because of the galvanic series, we know that the galvanic series metal has been placed on the basis of its oxidizing potential or reduction potential. On the basis of its oxidizing potential or reduction potential, metal, when it is in contact with the another metal, they act as a anode and cathode. And then on anode, oxidation process takes place, mean corrosion takes place, and cathode remain protected. This type of corrosion is known as the weight or electrochemical corrosion. So it is electrochemical phenomena which occur in a galvanic cell. We know that in 12th we know the galvanic cell. Galvanic cell means there is an anode, cathode, there is a connection of positive negative, and in this the electrolyte has been in electrolyte the anode cathode has been immersed, and because of the flow of electricity and flow of electron, the oxidation and reduction takes place on the anode and cathode respectively. So in electrochemical corrosion, the galvanic cell has been formed. The basic difference between dry corrosion and electrochemical corrosion is that in dry corrosion, there is no formation of separate anode cathode, but in an electrochemical corrosion, there is a formation of anode and cathode. So particularly when two metals are in contact with a liquid containing salt and electrical potential is formed between the metal. In some cases, in single metal, when it is come in contact with the liquid or electrolyte, a part of that metal is act as an anode and another part is act as a cathode, depend on its condition. And then the corrosion takes place. That type of corrosion is also known as the electrochemical corrosion. So basically, in electrochemical corrosion, there is a compulsive formation of anode and cathode, and because of the presence of corrosive condition, that is electrolyte, it get converted into the corrosion, and that type of corrosion is known as the electrochemical corrosion. Now, when anode area start corroding with respect to the cathode area, it termed as a weight corrosion. Always remember, corrosion takes place on anode, means the oxidation always takes place on anode. Now this is the galvanic cell and this is the galvanic corrosion. Suppose this is a copper rod and this is the iron rod. It is deep in a electrolyte. For example, it is a NaCl solution. Now when we are considering this is a copper and this is iron. In iron, reducing potential means its oxidation, it is considered as higher as compared to the copper. In electrochemical series, it is having a higher, it is at a higher level than that of the copper. Means copper can easily get reduced because it is having a high minus reducing potential, and Fe is having at a higher level of that series in electrochemical series. Hence, when such type of dissimilar metal are in a contact through the electrolyte, on the basis of electrochemical series, one metal act as an anode and another metal is act as a cathode. It is on the basis of electrochemical series. Electrochemical series, which placed on the basis of reduction potential. Hydrogen is at a 0, and above which there is a positive metals which are easily get oxidized and they are not going to easily reduced. And below hydrogen, which is having a negative and more negative reducing potential, they are ready to get reduced and unable to get oxidized. Means in this case, such type of metal, if they are get connected with each other in a electrolyte or corrosive condition, then the metal which is above in a electrochemical series act as a anode and another is act as a cathode. And on anode, the corrosion process started, that is oxidation takes place. It loses electron, means oxidize takes place, and this element, metal, accept electron, and there is a formation of redox reaction, that is reduction and oxidation. And this type of corrosion, it is nothing but a galvanic corrosion, or it is also known as the basic, that is weight or electrochemical corrosion. Now the basic differences between the, let's check out first one more time, that is dry corrosion and wet corrosion. In dry corrosion, it involves the direct attack of dry gases like air and oxygen on the metal through chemical reaction. As a result, an oxide layer is formed over the surface. This type of corrosion is not common. And in dry corrosion, there is no formation of anode and cathode. But when we are considering the wet corrosion, it involves direct attack of aqueous media, strong or dilute acidic or alkaline condition on metal through electrochemical reaction. Means one metal get oxidized, another metal get reduced, and there is a formation of redox reaction on the basis of electrochemical series. The moisture and oxygen are also responsible, and it is enhance the rate of corrosion. And this type of corrosion is quite common. One more point is that in dry corrosion, there is no formation of separate anode and cathode. But in wet corrosion, there is always formation of anode and cathode. If the two dissimilar metal or the same metal in contact with each other, one part or the one area of metal is act as a anode and another is act as a cathode. And this is all about the two types of dry corrosion and wet corrosion, which is the basic difference, which are the two on the basis of working. These are the two important different types of corrosion, which are further differentiated into different types of corrosion, which has been shown in next lecture. So up till then, take care, be safe, study hard, stay safe. Thank you very much.